Hi, welcome back to seminar for Wednesday, the 23rd of September. We are well into our 5th week of school, believe it or not. If you haven't had the chance to stop by the Futures Lab itself at 1630 Stover, right off of Prospect, kind of in Midtown Fort Collins, stop by and pick up your innovation kit, especially if you're going in for something else, picking up supplies for your pathway. We thought we were going to be able to mail these to you if you didn't have the chance to stop by, and that turned out to be way too expensive. So if you can, stop on by, and we will, if you can't, we'll figure out another way to get them to you. We're going to use those innovation kits later on the semester. There's a notebook, some pens, and some kind of fun things to do some prototyping with that we will use later. So today we are going to kind of keep adding to our resources that we've been using to learn more about ourselves. We've looked into finding our why, kind of our motivator for our life, with the idea that the more that we act within that why, the closer we'll get to fulfillment. We've also looked at our tendencies in terms of how we react to expectations, both inner and outer. And today we are going to keep going with using different tools, and we are going to use core values as our tool.
One of the things I figured out that helps people to live an intentional, fulfilling life is knowing and honoring your personal core values. Knowing and honoring your personal core values. Core values is as a center of a person's personality. Once you know your core values, it begins to influence every choice that you make. The people that you trust and allow into your personal space, the appeals that you respond to, how you choose to invest your time and your energy. Your core values becomes a key determinant in how you consciously choose to show up in work, in relationships, and in life, and it helps you to better navigate your internal landscape. In this video, I want to share with you 3 key importance of setting your core values and the 6 steps I used in setting my core values, so you can sit down and set yours too. Why am I doing this video anyway? I'm doing it because and people don't talk much about core values, its importance, and why we should do them. When you hear core values, you start thinking about a company, the mission statement, vision statement, and core values of a company. But it's not just about an organization. People too can and should have core values because of what it can do for you and how it can make you feel really powerful and empowered. Your core values, when you know them, it becomes easier for you to set decisions. It becomes easier for you to make decisions. It becomes easier for you to set boundaries. Your choices become a lot easier because you have certain things that guides you and that acts as a standard for your life, for your work, and for your relationship. It becomes harder to compromise or to settle for less because you know exactly in clear terms what you want for your life now and in the future and why. And that's what core values are. Another importance of this is that it helps you to see the gaps. Because sometimes when you set core values, it's not that you're 100% of that right now. It can be a bit idealistic and futuristic. So I want this amount of, I want to be able to give out this amount of love, but I'm not there yet. And so I can see the gap between where I am right now and exactly where I want to be and the kind of person I want to be and the kind of life I want to live. And so I can start retracing my step and start improving in those areas because I was able to identify that with my core values. And 3, it's a very, very empowering exercise. When I sat down a few months ago to write down my core values, it was the most amazing experience ever. It's a very introspective experience, and when you are done, you're going to feel more empowered and feel like you have a better control of your life now and of where you're going to. I hope I've been able to convince you that this is important. So, how do you set core values? I don't know the textbook steps or process, but I'll tell you exactly how I did mine. Step 1, get yourself a very quiet space.
So step 1 is going to be just like Pisatimi said, where you find a quiet place. Step 2 is going to be to open the attached document that's in this assignment. And the way to find that is to look on the bottom of the assignment. There's a little link icon and then something that will say values list. And you need to open that values list and take a look at it. Take the time to read through every one. Keep in mind, it is not an exhaustive list. You are welcome to add your own if you have a value that's not on there. That particular values list comes from Brene Brown and this book, Dare to Lead. There's lots of different versions of it out there. I've done a lot of work with one from Elena Aguilar, who's an educational expert who writes a lot of books about teaching and learning. But this particular one comes from Dare to Lead. So you're gonna, step one is open that link, read through all of the values. After you have opened the link and read through all the values, you need something to write with and something to write on. From that list of values, you are going to make a list of 10 that feel critically important to you. So read through the list of values and then make a list of 10 on a piece of paper and actually write the words. There is something magical that happens in the human brain when you write a word down on a piece of paper. It helps you think about it in a different way. So that's really important for what we're doing today. Once you have your list of 10, your next job is to whittle that list down to no more than 2. The reason why we are going with 2 comes from, again, this Dare to Lead book. And the idea is that if you have more than 2 core values, they're not actually your core values. They're words that you like, that make you feel good, not necessarily what is really, truly critically important to you as a person and as you function in the world. So you're going to get that list down to 2. Brene Brown will say any more than 2, you're just BSing your values. So we don't want to waste our time with it. Once you have your list down to 2 core values, you're then going to share those 2 values as part of this assignment. When you click on this assignment, the directions and the video where you accessed it are on the left side of your Schoology page, and then on the right side of your Schoology page, there's a little button that says Submit Assignment. Click on that button, and after you click on that button, you can add a link, or you can click on Create and add an audio or video, like take audio or video to record your answer and submit it, or you can just type the text in there. You can also upload a document. So you get to choose how you want to share them, what's the easiest way for you to choose right now when you submit that assignment. Any way, shape, or form is acceptable. If you need a little bit more help figuring out how to do that in Schoology, the link is also posted in the assignment for the tutorial. So make sure you access that link, okay? We all look forward to seeing what your 2 core values are. Thanks for taking the time.